We're going to talk about what might be Meghan Markle's cringiest interview ever to date. I have not watched it in its entirety, but I can guarantee you I've seen enough. I have already seen enough. This was a conversation with her longtime friend named Jamie Kern-Lima, who also happens to be the billionaire owner of It Cosmetics. She invited Meghan onto her podcast and interviewed her about her marriage, her family life, her entrepreneurship, her feelings about being in the public eye and how hard that is. Of course, that had to come up. Things got tearful, very emotional. I just think we need to experience this to understand it. Full body chills.
Women.
There are parts where her interviewer, Jamie Kern-Lima, she either looks like she's being held hostage by Meghan Markle, or she sounds, I swear, like a 6-year-old girl, okay, or like some mix between a kindergartner and Paris Hilton in 2005.
I like the idea that like Meghan Markle's crying, but she's got a gun at her hip pointed at her.
There's like, there's a gunman just off camera threatening this interviewer.
Okay, so she's
really something.
So we're gonna watch the whole thing?
We need to react to this in real time.
Okay.
I promise you that it's worth it, because it just gets crazier by the second. We start off with tears.
Oh yeah.
By the way.
I don't know, I wasn't expecting that one. Yeah, they're just it's just so great. This is why it's so nice to not have makeup on. Thank you. We spend so much of our life trying to prove something. To prove that you're enough. You have to prove that you're pretty enough. You have to prove that you're smart enough. You prove that you're a good wife or a good...
I'm sorry.
She just is so unmoved, like it just doesn't give a fuck.
Who is this lady?
Her name is Jamie Kern-Lima, and she is a billionaire owner of a makeup brand. And
She's
a
like,
friend.
I already made $1 billion.
Meghan's.
Like I proved myself.
She's like, I've proven myself. I'm a billionaire with a B.
She stopped. She's like, sounds like a skills issue.
Oh, but you call yourself a female founder? Watch this.
Good friend, and I was like, I am just so done with the prove it game.
Are you now?
And if you can't see it...
pause. It's just like, you're talking about how you're done trying to prove yourself or prove who you are to the world, and that's literally all Meghan Markle does, is just manufacture a persona and try to convince people that she is this person, and no one is buying it. So anyway, I just needed to get that out there.
I don't need to prove to you why that's your loss. Because I know that I'm a great friend. And I know the kind of mom I am, and I know the kind of human being I am, and I know how I show up. And I love being able to be that person.
It's weird seeing the microphone cover on like an SM7B rather than on like a handheld microphone.
That didn't occur to me.
With the people that I love. So, worthiness, maybe part of worthiness comes when you stop having to feel like you're in the prove it game.
Worthiness. So what was it? Worthiness comes when you
stop playing the prove it game.
Okay, so how is your worth tied to your desire to put a girl on?
Thank you. Look, it's just a bunch of empty platitudes.
Word salad.
Okay, none of it makes any sense. I think that one of the recipes Meghan Markle should sell for her lifestyle brand is a word salad recipe, because she's an expert at that. Let's keep going.
Hallelujah. I am getting emotional right now.
I'm very emotional right
Stop
now.
having to feel like you're in the prove it game.
This is insane.
Hallelujah. I am getting emotional right now.
She's just dry as the Sahara Desert. You couldn't make that woman cry if you wanted.
I am getting emotional right now.
Getting out of the prove it game, feels like joy, tastes like freedom. Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, in her first ever podcast interview.
We'll know we've made it when we have like laminated like cue cards. with our show name on the back.
Yeah, then we'll really be done with the prove it game.
I think I'm putting that on the wedding registry. I think I'm putting laminated PCC like cue cards on the
that'd be great
on the wedding registry because I'm over here
You're
slumming
with the
it
basic legal pad over here. Yeah,
I'm slumming it with the legal pad. Okay, let's continue.
It's happening.
I wonder if I wonder if when they're like, we're gonna get the shot of you walking, she like fakes walking in slow motion rather than actually shooting her in slow motion.
Yes, 100%.
I was like, oh, the roses are coming back in.
They're coming back in.
Yes,
they're coming back in.
Spring has sprung.
I'm so grateful.
Like, I don't
here.
believe these two women are actually friends for a second.
Hi, crew.
The amount of eye rolls when one of them looks the other way.
You made me cry. Good thing I have no makeup on.
You look so pretty.
I am not.
You look so pretty without makeup.
Never trust a government that tells you to trust them, and never trust a woman that says you look pretty.
I'm about to cry. No, you're gonna make me cry.
You're so beautiful. No, you're so beautiful.
Okay.
Not like done a show in no makeup since my 1,000 QVC shows.
Do you think I have? What are you talking about?
You look exactly the same though. These are some of the hot questions that everyone wants to know. Talk about your name. Do you use Markle anymore? What's your morning routine look like? Would you ever write another book?
People are often curious if I'm gonna write a memoir.
Would you ever run for office? Can you give us...
Holy shit.
Meghan Markle? President Markle?
I think...
Madam President?
I think we're gonna need an AOC Meghan Markle ticket.
Oh.
For 2028.
Oh.
Or would it be a Markle AOC ticket?
Look, I need this to happen just so that I have some entertainment. Please.
One
I'd love to see
hint
that.
on something exciting coming up for As Ever. I've had your jam in my refrigerator all year.
Okay, so here's the thing. The people who make this type of content, right? The lifestyle brand content, the women that do it, I feel like the trick is like the women that like it, I'm assuming, know that this person is probably disingenuous, but buys into it because there's no like concrete evidence to the contrary. Like if you watch Rachel Ray, you probably don't think like only Martha Stewart can be ruthless businesswoman, criminal, and lifestyle brand person. The rest of them have to have a facade of normality.
Yeah.
Okay? So the problem is she broke that facade ages ago and is still trying to fit a square peg into a round hole.
So she blew her cover.
Maybe if she had gone straight from acting to this, rather than this to then everything that happened in between with
to
the
royal,
royals
to ex-royal, to influencer, it doesn't really sell well at this point.
No one knows. No one's seen it. I have not posted it. In this incredible conversation, Meghan shares stories and insights for the first time ever.
It's not about
She sounds
the
so
grandeur,
excited.
the gesture. It's about I see you.
I see you. I
nurturing
hear
I see you
you.
so
You're valid.
deeply, and I love being able to see your growth.
You're seen, heard, and validated.
I don't think for a single moment that she's ever looked at somebody who's grown as a person and thought simply to herself, I'm so happy for them. Unless it was like in a conversation with them.
Unless
as a
it was her
passing
friend
platitude.
who just went from a size 4 to a size 6. She was proud of her friend's growth.
She's
when
like,
that
oh my
happened.
gosh, you've embraced your body positivity. I'm so
I
proud
love
of you."
that for you.
That man loves me so much, and you know, look what we built. We built a beautiful life, and we have 2 healthy, beautiful children. That's my husband. He's just out there, just constant, like he's just going to do whatever he can to make sure that our family is safe and protected and we're uplifted. And
Didn't she make him sell all his guns? I feel like she made him sell all his guns.
Yes,
Okay.
she did.
So as long as you're protected with private security that costs money and not, you know, your own firearms.
and still make time for date nights.
Are you in love now more than ever?
So I feel like it's more of a honeymoon period for us now. He's also a fox, if you haven't noticed.
A fox.
that somehow? I have to stop because I feel like I'm just dunking now.
No, don't worry.
No.
It gets even
Husband's
crazier.
very, very handsome. That his heart is even more beautiful.
I have a letter from your husband and your kids. No one's ever seen this before.
And of all things, it's making me emotional.
I have full body chills right now.
Okay, let's not like not hold that lady responsible for not like appearing at all. Like everything she said did not match her.
I have full body chills right now.
They're like, you clearly do not.
For them to be able to look back and go, oh my gosh, she has loved us so much.
So there you have it. Did the trailer work? Did it convince you to watch the full interview?
I am sold.
Are you enthralled?
I am sold.
I mean,
there's so much
what's
stuff
not to like?
there's so much stuff I see on this show that I would never see because you make me watch it.
So that is true. She did address rumors about possibly running for office in the future, and I think we can all breathe a sigh of relief that she said she would never do that. She will not.
It's too
be
bad. If
running for
anybody could
office.
fight for like, citizen privacy, it would be her.
I certainly wish that she would, just for the entertainment value of it all. She also addressed why it is that she constantly refers to her husband as H instead of his name, Harry. And it's because at the beginning of their relationship, when it was still a secret from the public, they had to speak in code. And in this second clip, she talks more about the beginning of their relationship and why they were immediately, as she put it, thrown into the trenches. So now she is finally able to enjoy being with him now that they're out of the royal family and out of the UK.
Also a fox, if you haven't noticed.
I stopped myself for them. That was the least believable thing she said in the whole thing. Like she overcommitted to that.
Fox. He's a
My
fox.
husband's very, very handsome. But his heart is even more beautiful. I mean, H, that man loves me so much. And, look what we've built. We've built a beautiful life and we have 2 healthy, beautiful children. And, and I always think about it like the end of Super Mario Brothers when you get to the final level. And what's the goal in Super Mario? They're like, slay the dragon, save the princess. I'm like, that's my husband. He's just out there just constant, like he's just going to do whatever he can to make sure that our family is safe and protected and we're uplifted.
You're a female founder. You can save yourself. That's what I've been told for the last 15 years. You don't need Mario to save you.
Make
Princess
it make sense.
Peach.
And
Make it make sense.
still make time for date nights.
Are you in love now more than ever? More than you've ever been?
Yeah, I mean, you have to imagine at the beginning, everyone has like butterflies and then we immediately went into the trenches together.
Yeah.
Right out of the gate, like
She's
6
got her bayonet, her M16.
months into dating. So now 7 years later, when you have a little bit of breathing space, you can just enjoy each other in a new way. And that's why I feel like it's more of a honeymoon period for us now. He's also a fox.
Okay. So that was her addressing the state of her marriage as things are currently. Again, I know I've said it before, but the way that she talks, it's like nails on a chalkboard. This faux authenticity of like her voice just crackling like that. Do you know what I'm talking about? I feel like I'm losing it. Are you picking up on it too? Where she's like, it feels like we're finally in our honeymoon phase. After all this time.
So I guess the way a person talks in the real world is not the same way they talk in an interview, right? The problem is she only does one type of interview, and it's the faux authenticity. Look at it's the real me, swelling music in the background thing, right? Whereas like how I talk when we're not doing the show is, it's a slightly different thing because you have to project differently. you speak differently when you're emoting and relaying information. So it would be more interesting to hear what she sounds like with like a hidden camera when they're just like at home.
What does she sound like when she's having an argument with H? That's what I want to know.
It's like, shut the H up, H.
Yeah. No, they call each other H and M. They should have an H&M collab. I think the main difference between the way we talk off air versus on is just volume. We're just louder when we're on the show. It's not like we're totally different people.
Podcast hosting is also different than being interviewed. So
I know,
think
but
back to how you were just interviewed for Pints with Aquinas. Do you feel that the way you spoke to him is different than what it is than when you're relaying information?
To a camera? Yeah, it's different when you're looking at a face compared to a camera. But I didn't have a completely different voice.
She then
I
takes
wasn't
that.
talking like this the entire time during my interview to sound really heartfelt.
Yeah.
It's obviously fake.
She then takes that to like her shows, which are about cooking and stuff, and it kind of doesn't translate.
An extreme. And then she's talking about
Little moments of magic with flower sprinkles on my yogurt parfait.
And just those are the things, Mary. Like, in a world that's suffering the way that it is.
When I think about the suffering of the Congolese people, I just take my flour sprinkles and I put them on some scrambled eggs, and it makes me feel better.
And isn't that what life's all about?
I think we're both spiraling at this point. Let's read some super chats.
This is all Mary's fault, by the way, guys.
Yeah, I know.
I never pitch a Meghan Markle topic.
I'm aware.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.